Good morning. This is Andrew from Trend Following Mentor, and I thought to express this fact. I'm very fortunate to be able to talk to all kinds of people from all over the world and hear their thoughts and opinions, and I thought to share them a little bit today. I had a very interesting conversation with a gentleman who used to be a fund manager of one of the mutual funds, a very huge mutual fund family in the U.S. And he made a statement to me that there's no other place to be at this point than in the stock market. That same sentiment was raised by an investor, a very large investor, and he said there's no other way to make money except to be in stocks. And I was kind of taken back a little bit because I believe anything can happen. I thought about 1973 and 1974, where it took 12 years to get back to the same level. And then, of course, the Great Depression, and even our most recent 2008 scenario. How many years did it take people to get back to break even? When you're trading, really anything can happen. And the fact is that even good stocks go down in a tough, market, and there's no guarantee that we're going to just keep on having these great markets. The fact is like this: we've had 400 some odd up days, or let's say up period, which is more than a year in some, that there hasn't been more than a 10% correction. Our last correction was back in 2011. And my only fact is, yes, you want to be a long-term investor. Yes, you want to have a plan. But all these ideas of absolutes don't hold water. The fact is, anything can happen, anything will happen. And the fact is, you need to have a plan, a trading plan. And even in the course of conversation that I had with this, at the time he was a very large money manager. Now he's just managing his own money. I just asked him, doesn't it make sense to possibly just be in the market when you're above a 200-day moving average, and then when you're below it, kind of step aside? I don't have to go short or anything like that. Why go through the pain? Why go through the aggravation? He goes, well, he wants to stay as an investor. And he gave me an example of a stock, Costco, and he said, when it goes down, I'm going to buy more. I'm like, okay. Everyone has their own risk tolerance and their own plans. But I said, that same argument was stated when people with Enron and WorldCom and so many other tech stocks. I remember people talking about tech stocks, and they stated that they're going to run out of tech stocks and they have to buy them. All I could really say to you is have a trading plan. Look at where we are right now. Where we are right now, we have interest rates that are starting to step back again, which is a positive. The other fact is we're above certain key level moving averages. Again, you pick them. If it's a 50-period exponential moving average, 200 exponential moving average, I look at 10 and I look at 30s. The negatives are numerous. There's extreme optimism. When I hear these statements from professionals, I get more nervous. I get nervous when there's increased distribution days. And on Friday of last week, there was an additional distribution day. One fell off, and we had two actually in last week. We've had clustering of them. When there's a large cluster of distribution days, markets can fall. Historically, that's what's happened. The other thing that is very bothersome is the number of investment advisors that are bullish and also margin dead. Again, we're dealing in unknowns, uncertainty. But the only thing is certain. When we transgress, again, whatever moving average, if it's a 200, a 50, you know what? Caution should be warranted. The other thing that I always learned from my grandfather was the most money that's ever made is at the beginning of a bull market or at a correction. Not right now when we're way into this bull market, which you're talking at least from, again, if you want to look on the long side, from March of 2009 or even of 2011. Again, bull markets and bear markets have a lifetime. And possibly we're at the end of it. I'm not calling anything. It's just personal opinion. And this is meant to educate. And really my goal is that you develop a trading plan. That's really what the goal is. And if I can help people, that's really my goal because I've been helped. Thank you. This is Andrew from Trend Following Mentor.